This is real life cooking. I am not a bit of fluff with beautiful nails. I am a middle to old aged lady with dry hands into which the colours of the earth have been ingrained, because I like to dig. My chopping board is not new, it's old and hacked. There's no way I could afford a new chopping board. Every time I chop, like you see on some of these videos, everything's new and pristine and your fingernails are done now. That's not me. This is real life. And here I have a lettuce which has seen better days. I'm going to chop off the softer bits and those bits at the end that go pink. You know how lettuces go pink where you cut them. I'll chop them off because it is Friday and I'm running out of veg, and I'm determined not to go out and buy any more veg until I have exhausted everything we've got, because I don't like waste. Some mushrooms that are going a bit soft, the end of a bit of celery, needs a good clean, give that a good wash in a minute. We'll just again chop that end off so we're not having those scraggy bits. Some homegrown radish. I've kept the best ones for salad. Those are still nice and new and crisp. But these have, again, starting to go a bit soft, but are absolutely fine to go in a casserole. At the bottom of the freezer, I found a bag of spinach. So that's gone in already. That's gone into the slow cooker. I've got it on low there, and the spinach is just defrosting inside there. So I'm going to chop all this lot up. I think I've got an onion. I've got a couple of onions, but I'll see how we go first, because my vegetable order usually comes on a Monday. I don't particularly want to go out to the shops. And I've got a couple of onions and there they are over here. A couple of onions and a sweet potato. I've also down here got a butternut squash, so if we're very good, we should be able to last until Monday. Actually, it's not all spinach, there's some coriander there which I froze. I'm just starting to defrost there. I froze in water. I had a big bunch of it and I didn't use it all, so I chopped it up, froze it in an ice cube tray with some water, and found that in the bottom of the freezer. Put a bit of that in as well. So let's get on with the chopping. Mushrooms and celery. Don't forget the stalks. Stalks are edible. And the lettuce and the radish. Actually, some of the radish did have to get thrown away. It was a bit too manky. But there you go. It's surprising, actually. There's one there not chopped. I'll do that in a minute. Well, you can find it. You open the fridge, you look in the veg rack, and you see nothing. And you go out and buy stuff. But actually, the more you think about it, the more you actually have around the house, around the kitchen. We'll throw those in there, and anything can go in. Lettuce, cucumber. Try it. You don't know. You don't know till you try. Most things can go into a casserole. Things you wouldn't think of, salady things, can all go in. Oh, look at that. That's all. I chopped me. Supposed to be chopping onions, and I chopped my thumb. These can go into the earth, and they'll produce, hopefully, the lettuce and the celery. They'll start growing again. They'll start producing roots down the bottom, and we'll get some nice salad leaves off those when they start growing. I have got plenty of garlic in the cupboard, so in goes plenty of garlic, because we like garlic. And I've also got some fresh ginger, so just cut a little lump of that up and I'll grate that. And I think I'm going to add some pepper and some ground cumin. just randomly chosen out of the cupboard. And of course herbs. Now I have got some dried herbs, but it being summer, I'm going to make the effort and go out and pick some herbs and chop them up and put them into. So there's some sage and some rosemary I've picked from the garden. This, I'm going to chop these up obviously. This isn't a recipe. This is just encouragement, this is encouragement for you to look around your kitchen and use up stuff instead of throwing it away. Try buying less and seeing how much you can get out of so little, and you'd be surprised as you produce less waste. I think it's I just don't like seeing wasted food, especially if it's an animal. And I'm not vegetarian, but I do appreciate it that an animal has given up its life, not willingly, so that I can live. And I'm thankful for it, and I don't like seeing waste. Just add the last, which is herbs. There's got spices in there. I've got pepper in there. What else have I got? Can't remember. And all the other stuff that you know about are in there. Just give it all a mix. And then I'm just going to add a little bit of water in the bottom, maybe about 300-400 mils of water, at a guess. That spinach is starting to defrost now, which is nice. And I'm going to pop some chicken on top of that. Okay, so there's the water. That's about 300 mils in there. I'm just going to pour that in, see how it goes. Might be too much, but that doesn't matter because you can make a gravy or some soup out of the water afterwards. Of course, it doesn't have to be done in a slow cooker. It can be done in the oven. It can be done on the stove top in a pan if you like. And this is the meat I'm using. It's Abel & Co. free range, not organic, which I would prefer, but it's high welfare, which I like. Used by when? 13th, when's that? No, it's only the 11th, so that's fine. Free range chicken mini fillets from Abel & Co. They're going in the casserole. I'll put the lid on, and I'm putting that on a low setting. And it's 9 o'clock, so that should be ready well before tea time. We've also got some potatoes left over from yesterday. They were boiled. We'll probably slice them and fry them up to go with the chicken. And you can of course serve that up with rice or pasta or couscous or something like that, or boiled potatoes, sweet potato, crusty bread.